Hey, John.
Hey Eric, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. Doing all right. My wife and I have really been enjoying the World Cup. They've been some exciting games. Exciting games.
Yeah,
Yeah, US won tonight, 2-0.
I
So,
did. I did see a alert come up on my phone earlier, and I wondered, oh, I wonder if Eric was watching that
why,
in
yes.
Spanish.
Yes, we were. Yes, we were. So,
That's pretty cool.
yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun. My other exciting thing is my experiment with iPhone games continues. iPhone apps, I guess. One of them is not a game. So I lowered the prices because no one was biting where I basically was going to get paid nothing by
Okay,
paying for the advertisement. So I cut the price from $2.99 to $1.99, and then
okay.
adjusted the payment for the ad budget. I did that yesterday. Still no bites. My biggest not biggest, but the most money I've made in the last month is on the tip jar I added to my Hash Check app.
Serious?
Yeah,
Got like
I've
a
had
buck.
uh, a
Sorry.
nice person in Germany gave me $3, and a nice person in the U.S. gave me $2. So
With that, you can now have half of a Starbucks coffee.
exactly, I can supersize my meal.
Exactly.
So
Actually, yeah, you can't even buy a large fry for that these days.
no,
It's pretty redonkulous. Sorry, not meaning to be old manny, but yeah, I don't know. There was something that happened the other day where my wife was just like, "Wait, we what?"
yeah,
It's like I think we just went through the drive-through at Sonic, and like we didn't even get four meals, and it was like $52 or something like that, and it was like,
yeah.
whoa, okay.
Yeah, no,
Eh,
I went to McDonald's for lunch today and I didn't get a lot and it was like $11. I mean, I just got a meal deal, the World Cup meal deal thing. So, I paid extra for the
yeah,
World Cup part of it, but
the World Cup.
the World Cup, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I am enjoying sitting here talking to you because that means I am not working.
Uh yeah.
This is the week where I'm either working or I'm working, or
Hmm.
maybe I'm working. But as of tonight, all of the hay is cut,
Oh.
and I mean, the weather was so bad this past weekend. We went on a New York trip, and then
Yep.
when we came home, and it was beautiful the whole time. The weather, it was beautiful in Oregon the whole time we were gone,
You
and
came
that
back
was
to
really when I should
storms.
have hayed.
Yeah.
And then I came back for, oh crap, look at that outlook.
Yeah.
And I am on a plane on Monday, and my wife's in a car on Sunday,
Yep.
and we're like tick tock, and it
Mhm.
can't wait another 2 weeks.
Right.
So I'm actually I learned last night. Oh, because it's always something. Evidently, my tractor's headlights don't work.
Which you don't normally notice until you
I
need them to work.
I had no clue, and to be honest, I have not even tried to look at fixing them because it has been busy. But yeah, last night I went until I could not see anymore out
Hmm.
there, and then I was like, well, it is what it is, and so it's all cut. So it has to dry at least a day, maybe two. Thankfully, Friday is a holiday, which means and the weather's supposed to be really good. So I will be celebrating the 4th of July on a tractor, which I
Okay.
guess is very American, perhaps. Let's pretend. But but yeah. Yeah, be happy
Yeah.
you won't be nearby. You can't have the John call you up and be like, Eric, can you just come help? My wife's in a car on her way to California.
I will be in a car on my way to Utah to help my daughter move out of an apartment, and she's on the third floor, and there's no elevator.
Oh, you're welcome.
So I don't
I,
think
I feel
don't
like
think
I
I'm
remember
getting
you
away
mentioning
with
when you
something.
were moving her in.
Yes,
Yes.
I don't think I'll be getting away with.
Anyway,
There will be plenty of sore back to
Advil
go
to
around.
be
Advil to be consumed. Yes.
yeah. So,
All right.
well, it is what it is.
Yep.
So, as I'm on the tractor tomorrow night until dark, I will. That's actually one of the reasons why I was like, oh no, we definitely need to record tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight there is nothing more I can do outside. My work is done. Tomorrow night.
I would have been in a hotel tomorrow night somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
In Idaho.
I'm sorry, I did not remember that until you had mentioned, and then I was like, oh yes, that's right.
And it works.
Anyway, it's all good.
Oh. Okay.
Well, a big week, kind of one minor follow-up, minorish follow-up. Fable's back as of today.
Yes. I have been using it at work. Sonnet 5, Fable 5, Sonnet 5. I don't know what the difference between Sonnet 5 and Fable 5 is, though.
Fable is the dumbed down mythos. Sonnet is the smarted up sonnet.
Okay.
Sonnet 5.
Okay.
But that's the difference.
Okay. So, yeah, I've been using Sonnet 5 today at work, and it's...
Yeah. Well, that also only got released like yesterday.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I literally...
I am looking forward to burning some of my tokens by telling Fable, here's something I built, go review it and make suggestions. Basically, it'll be more complicated than that, but
I was going to say, be careful, because what they did in order to get it is they
you're wearing the shirt.
I am adding the shirt that says "Fix this code." This shirt is ammunition. So yeah, the reason, quote unquote, reason that they had to pull Fable was because that prompt "Fix this code," because the government didn't want Mythos widely available for reverse engineering or finding vulnerabilities in software.
Right.
And so Anthropic had tried to add guardrails, prompt guardrails, I assume.
And somebody got around them. And
they got around it by saying, fix this code. So supposedly they've added some additional constraints and a separate model to validate whether or not somebody's trying to use Fable for reverse engineering or software quality. So be careful. It's probably best to use Sonnet.
Pretty please.
But no vulnerabilities. Fix this code for functionality, but not vulnerability.
That's right.
I don't know. I don't know. Like,
yeah.
leave all vulnerabilities intact.
It's an iPhone. There are no vulnerabilities, so you can go forth and do.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
That you should that should be like the first sentence.
It's in the system prompt.
That's right. Anyway, anyway, that's okay. Awesome. Now I'm interested in when OpenAI, if that's going to accelerate OpenAI's broad release of ChatGPT or GPT-5.6.
Are they in the same boat? I really have only been paying attention to Anthropic.
They're in the same-ish boat.
Okay.
Yeah. Although OpenAI was a little more proactive on asking permission instead of forgiveness. Maybe.
Okay.
But anyway, let the models bloom.
All right. Well,
what'd you bring me tonight?
Mine actually came about because I was kind of thinking of this. It's kind of been something swirling around. Anyways, this is an article in Information Week. It's called "Cybersecurity Beyond Blocking: A Call for Collaboration." Right? Normally, cybersecurity things, we block stuff. You block the bad guys, you notify, you block, you know. The assertion in this article, the headline is, "Just Block the Bad Guys is officially dead in 2026. You just can't build a higher wall anymore." So the two threats why the old school block button is totally useless is the Trojan horse in your living room. For those of you who have tried desperately to find a TV that is not a smart TV, good on you. And good luck to anybody. But all those boxes, cheap boxes, these little residential proxies living in your house, smart TV, random smart home gadgets, they all have potentially sketchy software, SDKs baked right in at the factory. And since the traffic is coming from a real person's house, your ISPs and other folks can't just block your IP address because you're doing stuff you're expected to do on there as well. And so anyways, so the cat is out of the bag on that one. I mean, we've griped about it over the years already with the S in IoT stands for security, right?
Yes, exactly.
So all these things are out there, and just blocking it doesn't help. And then your threat number 2 is exactly what we were just talking about. AI finds all the flaws, not just new flaws or not just fix this code. It's finding all sorts of stuff from decades ago. Like Firefox, I mean, I think we mentioned a few weeks ago, Firefox had one 0-day drill in 2025, and in 2026 they had 271 because of things like Mythos and AI.
Yes.
So how do you block? What are you going to block? Every piece of software? No. So anyway, so the idea behind this is we need to go back to the basic principles and start collaborating globally. All the home botnets, we need the tech companies, the internet providers, governments to all work together to hunt down the command and control servers that are running all these botnets rather than try to block certain houses or certain device, Let's solve it from the other side. And then for all the AI bugs, hey, if you're contributing to open source, if your AI scanner finds some bug in your software library, don't just patch your own system and stay quiet about it. Make sure everybody that uses what you have, or everybody that has similar code to what you're doing, make sure that's screamed at the rooftops as quickly as possible. This kind of will be interesting to see how this evolves, because you've got the, what is it? Not tacit agreement, that's the wrong word. The gentleman's agreement, I guess, of the, hey, 90 days. I'm going to tell you about a vulnerability I found. Hey, software company, I'm a researcher. I'm going to tell you about a vulnerability I found, and I'll give you 90 days to fix it, and then I'm going to publish about it.
Responsible disclosure.
Thank you.
Is generally how that's framed, but yeah.
Responsible disclosure. Thank you. So there you go. So let's start working together.
Such a utopian view.
I know.
I would hope so, but but
I'm an optimist.
Okay, never lose it. Never lose it. Stay oppy. Stay optimistic.
You kind of have to.
I wonder about the. Yeah, you totally do. I wonder about the find it, you fix it kind of thing. When AIs are sort of auto scanning things, is there a place for, as you scan the dependency trees, for those findings to go be centralized somewhere?
Just introduce fixes while you're scanning.
Think about how many times the same model is going to scan over the same code base from like 50 different companies. Anyway, some interesting stuff there.
Okay.
Okay. Well, something you said is a nice transition to my like half a topic. I have 1.5 topics
Okay.
here. You know how I like to do this. So here's my half a topic.
Uh-huh.
Why is it half a topic? Because they didn't actually give much data in the article, but related to the notion of 90 days and responsible disclosure.
Okay.
This is some threat researchers who disclosed to Apple a year ago that their hide my email addresses were reversible. So they said so the process was not in here at all.
Right.
But the researchers were talking to 404 Media. So the link that I'll put in here is for 404 Media, and said that they had disclosed to Apple a year ago that there's a vulnerability, and they said at least in the article, they weren't sure that it was 100% of all Apple hide my email emails were reversible, but 100% of the ones they've tried have been. So it's one of those things of it may not be necessary, but so far it's sufficient. I don't know. This whole feature, if you have an iPhone or a Mac, you've probably hit this, where when you go to sign up for something, if you I think it's a subscription to Apple Plus.
Yes.
But Apple will say, instead of filling in your email, your Gmail or Yahoo or Outlook or whatever, they'll put in a random email effectively.
Right.
And that's the account on that site, or what the email that's provided, the newsletter or whatever.
Yep.
And then Apple will forward mails sent to that hidden email, that anonymous email, to you.
Yes.
And the whole notion is, I kind of want to sign up for this site or this newsletter or this whatever, but I don't want to get more crap in my personal email. And, I mean, if you've had an email for more than any period of time, it's out there, I guess. But I could totally see where, for people that especially have newer emails or have are in the habit of rotating their emails or something like that this would slow the spread. Anyway, totally see there's great use cases to do something like this. But the whole premise is that it's supposed to be anonymous. You shouldn't be able to go back and tie that email back to, John King or Eric Wheeler or whoever else. So in the article, it sounds like Apple's been stringing them along.
Of course.
It's been fixed. And if they said what version it was fixed in, I didn't pull out the notes, but they were like, oh, great, it's fixed. And then they went test it, and they're like, no, it's not fixed. A patch is coming out. And just wait a few more weeks. And so, the researchers went to 404 Media and were like, look, it's been a year. We don't want to disclose the specifics because it's a critical thing, but we need to start trying to get the word out for it. Yeah. So that's kind of why it's a half topic. I expect more will come out.
It'll magically
Wouldn't
be
surprise
fixed.
me if this will now be fixed in the next major. I guess this is probably a back end thing, so that it might not be a.
Well, it makes you wonder if
a front end.
The fix for it is worse than how it's architected makes any kind of fix for it generally break everybody else, and so they have to. There's something like that in there.
I've been around long enough. I have no doubt you're right, and the way where your head goes is almost certainly. You're like, ooh, there's a story there. We'll never know the story probably, but. It may be an interesting thing. But anyway, I saw this, I think this morning, and I was like, ooh,
half a topic.
That's going to be there. Okay. So the other topic that I pulled today, I thought this was really clever. It's AI, because everything's AI these days, AI, all the things. But instead of typo squatting, this is phantom squatting.
What the heck does that mean?
So LLMs hallucinate. I don't know if you've noticed this yet.
Yes.
So this is the net of this is figure out from some of the popular LLMs what domains they will auto-generate based on different prompts, stuff like that. Go check and see if those domains actually exist. If they don't exist, they can be registered. And if that happens, if the LLM winds up hallucinating it, you've got like a phishing site already there baked in that's done for whatever it is. So
so it's like Chat GPT. Hey, Chat GPT, what's the brand? What's the soda brand with the red stripe or something? And it'll say Coke with 2es.com. And do you want to go to that website? And so
something
you
like
go
that.
and register that because you know that Chat GPT or whatever AI is going to hallucinate the domain. Oh,
exactly.
huh.
So that says, so this is a
Huh.
what am I saying? This is a Palo Alto Networks blog post.
Mm-hmm.
So they said they analyzed 913 global brands to generate effectively 600 and 700,000 different URL queries, which wound up generating the LLMs. And they did this across 2 different LLMs, like 2 million URLs.
Mm-hmm.
But they found 13,229, they say, confirmed malicious URLs in these domains that the LLMs would
Telling
generate.
people to go to.
That would tell people to go to. Yeah.
Say this is the answer. Okay.
So so this is really interesting. So so they identified, they said 250,000 hallucinated domains that remained unregistered. So they monitored those domains, and they were the quote is, their monitoring reportedly predicted some adversary registrations 18 to 51 days before the registrations actually happened. So this is phantom squatting. So like what's the token sequence going to emit?
Right.
So how clever. I saw this and I was like, oh, very clever. Very clever.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine, here's the plain English version is sort of, imagine the person, the user, customer, asks an AI assistant, what's the support domain for this vendor? And it gives you something that sounds right, but it isn't. If nobody owns that domain, an attacker can buy it, not just register it, but set up a plausible page at the URLs that might be generated, including, login, capture credentials, that kind of stuff.
And so you trust that your AI, your Chat GPT or your Claude or your Gemini conversation, you're just, okay, they're smart. They told me where to go. I shall click here and continue.
Exactly right.
Genius.
So,
who could have seen this coming?
Yeah. So the inversion here is the hallucination isn't this answer is wrong, but it's that the wrong answer becomes the target.
Yeah.
And from a supply chain perspective, it matters because developers and support agents ask models for package names, documentation URLs, API endpoints, install commands, vendor resources. Hell, I have done this.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely have done this.
Mm-hmm.
And so if the assistant invents something and the attacker claims it, the hallucination becomes a dependency. So I really thought this was a clever inversion.
Yeah.
Of quote unquote AI risks.
Something new to worry about.
Right? Yeah. So, practical, what do we do about it? Sorry, this first bullet's maybe a little tricky, but don't let AI generated URLs, packages, or commands bypass normal validation. True.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes in order to get that like a validation, like a clean listing or something like that, like there has to be something known. And similarly on something dirty, something has to be seen. So
Right.
the most likely blocking for some of this stuff should be age and prevalence.
Right. Yeah.
Really recent, not very prevalent, like blocked by default. For developer workflows, have a package provenance and registry verification. So there's lots of tools these days that can validate whether or not, and ensure that you're using approved packages.
I would imagine that the LLM would hallucinate things, basically typo squatting type domains, but where the bad guys traditionally will try to typo squat domains that look like the domain you're going for. This one doesn't care. You could say, what's the vendor, and it could be something completely different.
I mean, right? I would say a model's unlikely to emit something that doesn't look plausible, but yes, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right. It's not a human. Welcome to probabilistic outputs.
Yeah. It's not. Is that an I or a 1? It's it could be whatever. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So number 3 was monitor likely brand and domain hallucinations. That's totally an enterprise-y thing as opposed to a consumer thing. But I'm not sure I like bullet 4. Teach teams that a plausible AI answer is not an authoritative source. I'm sorry. Humans are demonstrating every day that I'm not sure that's a tenable solution. But
this is the you can't cite Wikipedia as your source. For like 20 years ago, kids in college were trying to cite Wikipedia as a source.
Yeah, although
nowadays they do. But
I was gonna say I know exactly their standards and everything else. Absolutely. And then point 5 would be consider defensive registration for the highest risk pattern. So that might be interesting to think of for.
Self-defense brands for self-defense.
That might be an interesting thing. So
I would imagine most big brands probably already own a bunch of their typo squatted domains, and this would just be a way to get a new list of typo squatted domains you didn't think about.
Exactly.
They're not obvious ones.
Clever.
Okay.
Clever. I see some domain vendors having a new feature in the next
exactly.
few weeks.
AI generated typo squats, brand protection.
Exactly. Only
half price,
$29.99 per domain. Anyway, so there you go. Right. I thought that was a clever article, clever situation, and a good thing to keep in mind and think about.
All right. Well, there you
go.
Something completely unrelated to that?
I would very much appreciate something completely unrelated. And is it fun though?
Fun? This is
legit fun.
Yes, it's a massive perimeter breach. But
okay, that sounds like a security problem.
It's a 3-year-old giraffe named Gracie. Has bypassed her physical security controls and escaped into the Texas Hill Country.
Bypassed her physical security controls.
So get this. It's been 2 weeks and nobody can find her. A 15-foot tall giraffe.
How do you lose a giraffe?
Escaped. Exactly. How? Anyways, the owner, it's of the Cedar Hollow Ranch. It's 100 miles west of San Antonio.
Oh, wait. This is like a private owner?
I think so. It's apparently the giraffe wandered up onto some rocky ledges and hillsides where the other giraffes usually don't hang out. And instead of coming down the right way, went over the other side and ended up on the wrong side of the gate. So the gate enclosed it, went up to a rocky place, and then didn't go all the way over the top of the rocks. And normally, apparently, giraffes are not known climbers.
Is it a giraffe or is it a goat?
A long-necked giraffe.
What was that? You did that for me the other day. Tomato. A giraffe or goatee?
Yeah. So, anyway. It's a ranch, It's heavily wooded. It's very rugged. It's very remote. Um, anyways, so they have sent helicopters to try to scan
Oh
for
my
the
gracious.
giraffe, and every time they get a tip that says, "Hey, we spotted a giraffe running around," this is remote area. This is not big city. Giraffe's not running up and down and pretending to be a light post. But by the time the search team gets there, it's too late. So apparently, this is not the only thing. This Texas hill country out in West Texas mimics the African savanna pretty well. Animals love it there. When asked about the missing animals, the sheriff shrugged and listed off past breaches, like he was auditing an outdated server. I've had wildebeest, water buffalo, monkeys, zebras. They all go missing. Sometimes we recover them, sometimes we don't. The giraffe, however, is a first. So there's currently a $5,000 bounty for information leading to the giraffe's safe recovery.
Oh
so
my gracious.
if you're out in Texas, we're going to be in Texas next week. Maybe we can go giraffe hunting.
Giraffe spotting.
Spotting, yes. Giraffe spotting. So there you go. That's my something fun. Someone has lost a giraffe. If you're having a bad day, just think about the person where'd my giraffe go?
I think it's not the craziest thing. There's crazy things about, but the phrase "the other giraffes" in context of a private ranch. This person does not have our lives.
No, they have monkeys, zebras, water buffalo, wildebeest, and now giraffes. I'm sure there are other things.
Okay.
I think that's
all right.
Okay.
Go Texas.
Good times. Hey, don't mess with Texas. At least that's what I think the shirt said. All right.
Okay.
What do you got?
All right. Okay. That is legit funny. That is legit hilarious. Okay. Mine is science related.
I saw
also
this today.
Completely orthogonal for everything else.
Very cool.
And this was a rejected journal article. So the scientists are kind of getting a little bit of trying to build up some networking advertising kind of thing too, because the article I read said that they were rejected by Cell after one reviewer said Spud cells, foreshadowing, were not real biology. So, but this is scientists in Missouri? No,
Minnesota.
Sorry, where is it? Minnesota.
Yeah,
Twin Cities. They took some legacy technology. Like, this is not synthetic biology. Mm-hmm. This is like building up from the ground molecules, building a not a living cell, but a cell that exhibits some of the properties of life.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool, but completely and entirely artificial. So the frame is a cell-like system from non-living biomolecular components enclosed in a membrane. The quote, I'll use air quotes, cell grows, replicates DNA, divides, and demonstrates basic cell-like behaviors.
Okay.
So it requires ongoing supplies like food and ribosomes and lacks many, quote, living cell capabilities, including waste handling, defense, and others. But it says outside researchers quoted by Quanta call it a major step towards long-standing synthetic biology goal of building lifelike systems from non-living parts. The article is great. It goes into quite a bit of detail of what they were trying to do and why. But, the cells aren't just bags. And this is kind of a water molecule. Like, what did they say they did? They
Spud Cell sounds like potato to me.
Oh, well, that was the joke. At least the
Oh,
joke in
I'm
the
sorry.
article.
All right,
Well,
I won't spoil it. You can keep
no, no,
going, and
you're fine.
I'll.
No, no,
I didn't
literally
read the article. I just saw the
no,
headline.
I didn't pull this out. I wasn't even going to say this, but like, why is it called a Spud Cell? Because the lead scientist, they were going to name it after her, and she was like, "Don't name it after me. Call it a potato. I don't care, but don't name it after me." And so they called it the Spud Cell, and that name
Okay.
has stuck.
Okay.
So isn't that hilarious? That's fantastic.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So
Potato, tomato.
yeah, I don't know. So it's totally awesome. So this is it's kind of like origin of life, synthetic biology adjacent, and engineering all at once. And really, like her whole point is like it's super understandable and super modifiable. And it includes like from the sort of liquid, I think cell, they have things that stick out kind of like the outside of a cell that are what nutrients would sorry, they used some words in the article, and I'm not looking at the article, that they put it in a solution, and then the nutrients that the cell wants in order to replicate its DNA are what get attracted to that, get subsumed,
Okay.
pulled in. Like they have to kind of force division, and they said that the division isn't as clean as it is in like a quote unquote living cell, because sometimes the DNA isn't perfectly copied in both the structures. So like by the time like 5 divisions have happened, a chunk of them actually don't have the full DNA sequence. It's like there's all sorts of caveats on this, but still completely synthetic, capable of DNA copying and replicating, feeding itself, essentially eating and reproducing, dividing. It's pretty cool. So the AI summary riff line, which I really enjoyed, it's basically biology's version of "I built a computer from NAND gates, except the computer is wet and wants snacks." So I liked that. I thought that was pretty funny.
I resemble that comment.
Yeah, you live in Oregon.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, article's great. You should totally go read it.
I will read it.
Spud Cells.
I've only seen the headlines. I saw the headlines splash around, and actually, I thought this is going to be John something fun tonight.
Did you?
I
I'm
did.
so predictable. I'm so predictable.
Because I thought, oh, I should do that. I'm like, that'll be John's.
Oh, that's John's.
And then when I saw the notes, I'm like, yep, called it.
Yep. John.
All right.
John is a predictable human being.
I resemble that comment as well.
Okay. Awesome. All right,
John.
Well, my friend, have a safe trip.
Yeah. Have a good one. We will see you next week.
I will see you next week in Texas.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.